everyone. January 20th, 2021. Today would be day 20 of my 100-day juice fast. And to be honest, things have been better. So I struggled with the idea of making this video. In fact, I put it off all day, as long as I could, for the reason of I have no excuses. I want to be 100% honest with y'all and where I am with my journey, and the fact is y'all know that I messed up on days 9 and 10, and I was doing great. And then I got to January 15th when I did my weigh-in, and I had, been past my cheating and had gotten back on track, and I was doing really good. And I weighed about the same, 0.2 of a pound heavier than what I did the week before. At that point, I had 7.2 pounds weight loss, and I'd still kept off 7 pounds, so I was doing really good. But I do suffer from PTSD and depression from a previous relationship that I did not go into willingly, and I was in that bad situation for 7 years. There was a lot of physical abuse, torture, emotional abuse, verbal abuse, and just overall my mental health took a turn for the worst. So I was not in the best state when I got out of that situation. And that is honestly what the root of my obesity really became. I had always been overweight ever since I was a teenager. I'd always been a couple sizes bigger than all the rest of the kids, but I wasn't really super overweight. When I look back, I was like a size 13, juniors. The other kids my age were like a size 7 or 8. So I mean, a couple sizes difference, but not like superly overweight. So I did kind of have that feeling like, hey, I struggled with my weight. I was called fat growing up. But I was always on the bigger side. But when I got out of this really bad situation that I was in, because food was restricted to what went in, during that 7 years, I got out and I just started to eat. And food was my happy place. I loved to eat. I still do. And I am the worst kind of eater. I am a grazer. So from the first moment that I eat something, just continuously, I'm shoving it in because it's my happy place. It's my safe place. It's what makes me feel good. But also there was a little bit of logic to it in my mind. And I'm saying in my mind, not real logic. Of if I am fat, if I was overweight, if I was a slob, how I saw myself, and how sometimes I still do see myself, that I couldn't end up in the situation that I was in before, because they don't kidnap fat people. And so that was my mindset, and it has been for a very long time. And so previously, when I've tried weight loss journeys, I always go back to the mindset of, but if you get thin, this could happen. And it's not a healthy space for me. And so I always get to a point and I cheat. And then I get back on track, and then I get to a point and I cheat. And then I get to the point where it's like, you know what, I'm incapable of doing this. I don't see why I'm doing it. And then I just quit. And so for the last 5 days since I've checked in, I have been eating. I started with Friday night. I had a really, really bad day. After I had done my video, things had just kind of taken a nosedive, and emotionally I was in the drain. And I didn't realize what I had done until after I had done it. Eating is a habit. We do it all the time. And then afterwards I felt horrible, and I dealt with the guilt and the shame of what have I done. I just got back on track, and I've got people watching my videos who I don't know, and I felt horrible. But I was at the place where I can't do this. And so my depression stepped in, and I literally have been out of work because I don't feel like getting up and going to work. I know I have a fairly easy job. I pick up food, I deliver it, DoorDash driver, but it still has involved getting up, getting dressed, going out, being around people, and I wasn't up for that emotionally. I was done. I was so depressed, and food is my happy spot. So for the last 5 days, I have been cheating like tremendously, worse than the 2 days that I cheated prior, and I've honestly been avoiding doing a video because I feel horrible. But at the same time, I feel like I have the determination. I need to get skinny. Not necessarily skinny, but fit. I need to be healthy. And I have good reason. When I was 26 years old, I had my first stroke. I've had multiple other small strokes. I've had a few minor heart attacks. My health is horrible. And, you know, I have a neuropathy in my feet, but that's because I'm hypoglycemic and my blood sugar is always low, so I'm always using that as an excuse to eat, because I have to eat because my blood sugar gets low, and I'm always full of excuses, and I'm so done with the excuses. I'm so done with hiding behind a excuse and trying to come up with a reason of why I did what I did, when reality is, you know, I just did it. I fell off the wagon. And the thing of it is like, we all go through this when we are dieting or we're doing different things or trying to do lifestyle changes. We always fall off the wagon a few times before we pick ourselves back up and get used to the lifestyle change or the diet. And that's where I'm at. I've had my second big slip. My depression slipped in, and I allowed it to overtake me. But I am determined to keep attempting to move forward with this journey. So I will try to do videos every other day. If I don't, just get on there and say, hey, where are you at? Because that's honestly the reason I'm doing this video. Someone had commented and said, hey, where have you been? Well, I'm off the wagon, and this is where I've been. But today I got a little bit of motivation. So on the 2nd of January, the day after I had started with my journey, I signed up for an ultramarathon, which was 42.3 miles. I actually accomplished this by January 10th, and I was so excited that I had accomplished it, setting aside for certain workout times to walk the mileage, not counting my daily activity, and I was able to do it in 9 days, and I was very, very excited. So today in my mailbox was the medal for the ultramarathon that I did. This is a huge medal. I was actually really surprised, and it has the 42.3 on it, and this was through YesFit. So it kind of gave me the spark of motivation of, I can do this. I can get fit. I can get healthy. I can do what I set out to do. I just need to get into a place where I can do it. And I need to get into a mindset where I don't give myself excuses to eat. And I don't say, well, I already messed up, so what's one more pancake? I mean, this morning my husband took me to IHOP, and my husband is my worst enabler. He is always bringing up, hey, pizza sounds good, or hey, ice cream sounds good, or like this morning he's like, hey, let's go to IHOP, even though he knew that today I was going to try to get back on my juice fast, because this morning I was motivated to jump back on, and he wanted to go to IHOP for breakfast, and I gave in, and I had an omelet, and I ate 3 pancakes, and I haven't had anything since, but I feel like crap. I feel like I've let everyone down, and worst off, I've let myself down. So I'm trying to pick myself up and get back on track. And I have had one juice today. this evening, and tomorrow I'll be trying to pick myself up. My husband is off for the next 3 days, but I am determined that I am going to jump back on, and I will try to keep y'all posted. And if y'all don't watch my videos anymore, I totally understand, but originally these videos were just really meant to be like a personal testimony to myself and a personal journey of journal of my journey. And I appreciate y'all watching my videos, and I hope you will continue to do so. But I am human, and I do make mistakes, and like with every diet or exercise plan or lifestyle change, you fall off the wagon a few times before you get the hang of it. And that's where I'm at. I'm excited to get back going. I actually signed up for another ultra marathon. It's 155.1 miles. So I'll be working towards that, getting me motivated and getting me mobile, because I do tend to sit on my butt a lot and not do anything and not move around. And I was actually really excited today because today I got so far 10,913 steps, and that is a big deal for me because most of the time I don't get more than 5,000 steps a day. A lot of times I'm right around 3,000 steps a day. So I'm really excited that I have gotten that many steps today, and I am excited to jump back on and attempt to finish what I started. I probably will not do a weigh-in this Friday. If I do, I know my weight will be back up. But you know what? I want to be truthful. I want to put it all on the table. I don't want to lie to y'all. I don't want to lie to myself. And I don't want to make excuses for myself. So I probably will push myself to definitely do that. Just so I have the record of it, because, you know, I have messed up. And I need to see at the end of this, if I accomplish it, which I'm hoping I do, I want to be able to see where I've come from and where I started and the mistakes that I made and how I overcame them. So I know I'm dragging on. This video has been a lot longer than usual. But yeah, I'll give you an update in a couple of days. I might actually jump on tomorrow and try to do some daily updates for a little while. I don't know. It really depends on how I'm feeling. Depression is real. I don't know if any of you have experience with it, but I have a hard time getting out of bed. I have a hard time dealing with people. In fact, I have only a very small circle of close people that I am close with, and I actually could count them on one hand. And I know I need to change that in future, but no self-esteem, no self-confidence. I was a child deprived of an education because I was homeschooled but never touched a school book. So I have a lot of confidence issues. So this is me. Take it or leave it. I want to be upfront with y'all, and I don't want to make excuses anymore. So have a good night, make healthy choices, and I will see you for my next video. Bye.